Assalamu alaikum. Let's start our work with the name of Allah. Join your hands for dua. Auzubillahi minash-shaytanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khair. Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma, Rabbi zidni ilma. O Lord, increase my knowledge. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 6, and the name of the chapter is Computer Logic and Gates. In this chapter you will study about how to convert the Boolean functions, about the logic gates, about digital logic circuits and kernel map. First of all, coming towards data representation in the computer. Data. What is data? Data is actually the raw facts and figures that are collected in the form of text, images, sound and video. Then that data is converted into information, and information is actually the processed form of the data. Data representation in the computer. Here in computer, that it is an electric machine that consists of millions of electric switches, and an electronic switch is similar to electric switch that is used to turn on or off. The main difference is that it works on very low voltage. If the electricity of the switch is closed, then the electricity flow, and if it is open, then electricity does not flow. That's why the data representation in the computer has only two states. Binary number system consists of zeros and one. Low is represented with 0 and 1 is represented with high. You can also represent it with on or off. Groups of 0 and 1s are used in the computer. So here when current flows in a switch, it is on and it represents 1, and when there is no current in a switch, it is off and it represents 0. Then afterwards there is a concept of alphanumeric code. What are alphanumeric code? A computer have some codes that represents numbers, letters and special characters. These are actually called alphanumeric codes, and it consists of lowercase letters like small a to z, uppercase letters capital A to z, numerical digits 0 to 9, and special characters that include hash sign and dollar, percentage, plus, minus, asterisk, etc. The American Standard Code for Information Interchange is most commonly used alphanumeric key, and it uses 7 bits to represent a letter, and total number of characters represent 128 bits. How it represents 128 bits? As we know that computer understand only binary language, and binary digits consist of 0 and 1. It means how many total number of digits are there? 2 digits. So 2 will be the number, and it will work according to the columns. Like in the first column there will be 2 raised to power 1, that is equal to 2. Then 2 raised to power 2, it will be equal to 4. 2 raised to power 3, that is 8. 2 raised to power 4, 16. 2 raised to power 5, 32. 2 raised to power 6, 64, and 2 raised to power 7, 128. It means there are 128 bits in this that are representing. Then there comes digital logic. What is digital logic? Digital logic is a fundamental in creating electronic devices. Electronic devices like calculator, like computer, like digital watches. Then after digital watches, there are digital circuits. Digital circuits means that show the data in the form of 0 and 1, and it also create different logic gates. Now coming towards the logic gates. What are logic gates? Actually there are some logic gates that are used to represent the data. Logic gates are used in digital circuits. You will study the digital circuits and how to make the digital circuits with the help of logic gates. Then it is used to implement logic functions. The lines that are connected to each symbol are inputs and output, and the inputs are on the left side of the symbol. You can see that here the inputs are represented on the left side of the symbol, and output is on the right side of the symbol. Then there comes basic logic gates. There are three types of gates that are basic, that are AND gate, OR gate and NOT gate, and NOT gate is also called inverter. Coming towards the detail of AND gate, the AND gate the AND gate has two or more inputs that can be low or high. Low is represented with 0 and high is represented with 1. The output is high only when all the inputs are high, and it produces a low output when at least one of the input is low. It means when all the inputs are high, it will give you output high, and when any of the input is low, it will give you the output low. Coming towards the diagrammatic representation of AND gate, if you can see, there are two inputs, both are low. This is the representation of AND gate. This D sign is actually the symbol of AND gate. If both the inputs are low, it will give you the output low. Then if one of the input is low and the other is high, again it will give you low. Why? Because if one of the input is low, then it produces low, because AND gate means to multiply the numbers. Then if first input is high and the second is low, again it will give you low. And if both inputs are high, as you can see in the last diagram, then you will have output high. Hope so you understand from this. Again I am revising that if both the inputs are high, you will have the output high. But if any of the input is low, then it will give you the result low. Coming towards the second gate, that is OR gate. OR gate has two or more inputs. The output of an OR gate is low only when all the inputs are low, and it produces low output when all the inputs are low. Low is represented with 0, high is represented with 1. Previously we were using the words low and high, but in next slides we will use, instead of low and high, 0 and 1. Coming towards the diagram form of OR gate, if both the inputs are low, it will give you output low, and this is the symbol of OR gate, and OR gate means to add the numbers. Then if one of the input is high, it will give you high. So here you can see that one input is low and the other is high, but the result is high. Only on both inputs low, it will give you the output low. Again, if one is high and one input is low, it will give you high. And when both the inputs are high, then the output will be also high. This is OR gate, that if both the inputs are low, then it will give you output low. Otherwise, if one of the input is high, it will give you the output high. Now the third gate, that is NOT gate, that is also called inverter. It performs the function of invariance. Actually, it performs opposite operations. If something is low, like if input is low, it will give you the result high, and if the input is high, it will give you result low. And it has only single input. In AND gate and in OR gate, we have discussed that it has two or more inputs, but in NOT gate there is only one input. The output of NOT gate is high when input is low, and the output of NOT gate is low when input is high. Here, coming towards the diagram form of NOT gate inverter, here you can see only one input is there, that is low. Then we will use the symbol of NOT gate. NOT gate is actually represented with this sign. If the input is low, then output is high, and same is the case if the input is high, then using the same symbol of NOT gate, the output will be low.